No, property.
I don't want to speak.
I'm afraid to talk.
I can't hear you properly, but I don't know if you can hear me properly.
No, I don't think it'll be a problem.
I can't hear you.
That's the point. No, I can't talk.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what you're saying.
Still can't hear you.
I don't know why I'm not talking.
With what?
You're not meant to understand what I'm saying. We can just talk to each other.
I don't know if I try and speak to you, or if I just speak, or if I just try and speak louder, and then you'll hear me, but I'll defeat the object of it.
I don't know whether you're talking to me or talking to yourself.
Talk to myself. That's what you said.
I think we're both talking to each other. This music's really trippy. Music's really trippy.
It's this music's weird.
I know.
I feel awkward because I know someone's going to watch it at some point.
It'd be interesting to see if I could only hear your voice but not my own.
Yeah.
And then you only hear my voice but not your own. Stop shrugging.
I keep catching little bits of words. Typical Holly, just like little bits of words.
Funny, like, if I looked into the camera and then I'm looking at you then. And you're looking at me now. Yeah. You can't do both at the same time. So I'm looking at you, talking to you, and you can't hear me.
I don't know what you're saying. See, I'm like, do I speak to you? But you can't understand me. So do I just speak to the camera? Because someone at some point is going to watch it and they'll be able to understand me. Like, I don't know. But the fact that someone's going to be there to watch it is like,
Talk to me.
it's, if we were just to have a conversation, I would just say things
you're
to
talking to
you
yourself,
because it's
not
just
me.
to you. But if I was have a conversation and know that it was
Maybe
being
if I look at
monitored,
you,
then I would.
And maybe you
Say
talk back to
certain
me
things.
if you look at the camera. But you can't look at
So
the
I
camera
know
and
that
look into my eyes at the
someone
same
at
time.
some point is probably going to watch it because we're at art school and we're making videos, so it's going to be for the sake of someone to watch.
Feels like we're trying to
So I
blank
don't know
each
what
other,
to say.
ignore and
Or
block
who
each
I'm
other
saying
out
to.
while we're both talking at the
Confused
same
with.
time. So we're both
I'm
giving each
overthinking.
other a monologue which neither of us can respond to really.
The things I would just say, I wouldn't say to everyone. Some of them I would.
So frustrating because I can't hear what you're saying. And I want to respond to what you're saying.
So, but I don't know what we'd normally have a conversation about. Like, oh, hey Holly, how's it going? Oh, what you been up to? Oh, I've been doing this. Oh, I've been doing this. I don't know who's going to watch it. I'm not going to say what I've been doing.
I keep forgetting that you're sat behind
I'm
me.
getting myself in trouble.
I feel like I'm just watching a projection by myself and talking to it. Even though you're there and I can feel that you're behind me, but I can't hear what you're saying.
What are you touching me? What are you
I
doing?
don't know what it. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you're there. I feel like I'm talking to myself.
You forget. What?
I feel like I'm talking to myself and not you. I I keep forgetting to talk. I'm just listening, trying to listen what you're saying. And I'm just watching your mouth move, but I don't know what you're saying.
I can't read lips. It'd be easier if I could read lips.
That's the point, isn't it? I could just be moving my mouth and not making any noise anyway.
I wonder if these things will be related to each other at all. Like, when we watch it back, if our conversation...
What do you feel about being the subject of
I
this
think it
video
will.
now?
I
It's
don't know.
interesting to see you on camera for once. And how you're so used to being behind it. But now you're the subject of the work.
I feel like I should just say nothing. If I don't have anything useful to say. Just chat shit.
I keep finding myself more interested in watching you than speaking myself, even though I know that you're trying to watch me and understand me. I keep hearing glimpses of what you're saying, but not completely.
Hot flush.
And I can see two of you.
I do this, like, this is what I do. I put cameras in front of people and expect good things to happen. It's really
How
uncomfortable.
we're going to stop, I don't know whether there's a signal or not.
It's strange. But it's not, because we're just in a room. Like, yeah, people see the video.
I'm trying to talk to each other for 7 minutes now and I don't understand anything you said.
The space, they're not going to be stood in this space. They're not going to be like,
I think you feel
I'm sit
uncomfortable.
there and feel like I'm in front of the camera. They're not going to get that. They're just going to see me looking up and lock because I'm like, oh, I'm starting the camera. I stand behind the camera, I don't sit in front of the camera.
I'm just going to watch you. But I don't know what you're saying.
I wonder if I'm going to get an insane
Listening to
good
some
break
really
after
strange
listening
music
to
now.
music.
I'm aware of what I'm saying, but I don't know what Anna's saying.
I'll get brainwashed.
Want to
Turn into a
try
zombie or something.
feedback that where I could only hear your voice and you could only hear mine. But then it would be more of a coherent conversation. I don't know whether we want that. I'm talking about the process again.
Maybe we should
I don't know whether people want that from us anyway.
Maybe that's something in itself.
I wonder if it would be different if people were here and we could hear what we were saying.
It's like
Whether that would alter how we both acted if it wasn't
Instead of
just the
writing
cameras
down what
watching
they
instead
have
of
to
people
do.
talking to us instead. I don't know. I think you'd feel a lot more self-conscious. It'd feel like we were performing something
just keep hearing random
for them rather than just trying to communicate through the projections with each other, because we don't have an audience, so we're not aware of it. It's not affecting what we're saying or how we're acting. Even though there might be one at some point we might show somebody else, but there's not people standing here watching us, which makes it easier. I don't know, then maybe that's something we should try afterwards.
Understand you. So I think I am. I mean, I mumble like a lot.
Maybe we could try that. I can see you really struggling, trying to understand what I'm saying. You look
trying to say
frustrated.
it clearly? Or are you just talking? You think maybe
Just
I'll
talking.
pick up something.
Maybe I should try and echo what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying out loud. Probably so I say something because I really should. Because
And I can just hear murmuring and I
very
can't
pointless
understand.
otherwise just to sit here. I don't know. Maybe we should just set rules as to what we can't talk about. This is about the work again, but
We need to just keep
It's not
talking to each
necessarily
other,
about
trying
that.
to communicate with each other.
people are like they want to know stuff. I mean, the things that they will now know about the work that are things. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're gonna say that anyway, and they watch it. So why do I need to say it to them
It's
now?
funny how we're going to repeat this conversation or re-listen to this conversation in a totally different way.
I've put myself here,
Watching the documentation
I feel like I should
and how we'll
do
have this
something,
experience
but
of
it's
us actually
something
just
I don't
thinking
wanna
and
do. I
doing
don't
it,
know why do
talking
I
to
feel
one
the
another,
need to
but
say
we're
that
actually going to
either people should or
see it in a
shouldn't?
completely different way when we look at the videos.
It's like I'm doing it to please other people. I'm not.
It's
Maybe I
interesting,
am.
it's the same experience but it'll be totally different perspective on it.
I don't really know.
Be interesting to see what each of us look like. Because neither of us, even if we turn around, can't see the front of our face with the way that we've set it
Set
up.
rules about what they can discuss.
It's just the back of
Like,
our
deepest
heads. I can see the back
no
of
one
my
will do
head
that because they
now.
know it's being recorded. Like, why?
And I can see two of the front of your face,
It's like
one behind the other.
people put embarrassing things on Facebook.
Or
Like,
three different
obviously
views,
everybody
three
knows
different
what
recordings
rashes.
of the same
No,
experience,
go to the
but
fucking doctors.
none of them will be
Posting
exactly
bullshit
the
on
same as
Facebook.
me
It's like,
sitting here and me experiencing, watching you and trying to
tell
talk
the
to
world
you
that
and
you're a bit
trying to understand what you're saying.
weird.
Hadn't thought
Oh,
of
I
it
just
as well.
Googled the
Both
answers
of us
to
are
that
going to be
because
speaking over each other, so I
Google's
wonder
always
whether it
right.
will be decipherable, whether we'll remember what we've said to each other, or be able to make it out clearly.
No one's right. Google comes from sources of people, but you could just ask people.
Maybe if we
but
change the volumes of the way
neither
we
of those
speak,
are
it would be a
necessarily
bit easier.
reliable. If I ask my friend what something
I feel like I'm
means,
talking
then
normally,
it's
and
not
I
true.
don't know how
Google
loud
might
you're
do the same.
talking because I can't hear you.
This isn't relevant.
I don't know.
I don't know what is relevant because I don't know what I'm
I think
talking
it's less
about.
amusing now because both of us
I've
are
given up
comfortable
trying to
sitting
understand
here now. We're used to
I
the
don't know who I'm talking
situation.
to. I guess I would say these things too.
It seems more serious now.
There are say other things that I'm not going to say now.
I have no idea if you're responding to what I'm saying or whether we're both just thinking out loud. I don't think that
I was
really
just going to
matters.
say
It's
thinking out loud.
interesting to consider it while we're both
I'm
talking.
not thinking out loud. I'm saying things that I think are suitable, that I think I should or should say. I'm keeping away the things that I shouldn't say because there are things that you just don't say. Like that you say to your friends and stuff. You just don't.
I keep
Like,
catching
I
myself
to
just
people
watching you
that
and
might
not
see this
talking
and
to you
I'll
or
write or something and
responding.
tell them things about my life. Like,
I'm trying to
I don't know why I
participate
tell
and
my friends
observe
some
at the
things
same
I say.
time, like the viewer and
most
the
of them are
artist
very
at the
embarrassing
same time.
or make me look an idiot.
Like I'm viewing you and responding to you,
I mean, some of the stupid shit I do is just funny.
but I'm viewing
That's
it
why I
as
share it
as well.
It's funny and I like.
But you're laughing and I don't know whether that you're laughing at what I'm saying.
There's a place in the time, maybe. Or maybe there's not a place in the time. Maybe it's just like.
I think we're both very unsure of what we're saying, being quite reserved, because we're both trying to understand each other, both trying to hear each
I'm
other and
very
respond
conscious
and
of
give
what's
our own
going on,
input at the
just
same
saying.
time.
When you speak to people like just your friends and stuff like that, you kind of go and hold back based on your relationship with
I
them.
wonder whether this will have the same
Give
professional
examples. That's
appearance that the last video
It's
had.
not personal. It's not too personal. It just drives too many people into. It's like name dropping. Name dropping.
My music's gone quiet.
It's like that. So why, when people do things wrong,
I
why
don't want to talk when there's a
do
chance
it?
that
Oh,
you're
well, I
able
did
to hear
this.
me.
It's
Your music's
stupid,
quiet
but I
at the
did
same
this. It's
time.
not even funny. It's like just something you've done and you've done
It's
wrong.
hard to
And
get, I
everybody
can't
knows
hear what
you've
you're
done it wrong.
saying.
But if you withhold
I
that
barely hear my
information,
own voice, I just
you're
know
not
that I'm
lying.
speaking.
You're just saving
And I'm
face.
speaking out loud to you. Maybe I'm talking to myself.
Maybe no one should say anything until the question is asked.
Don't feel like you're talking to me.
That's bullshit because that would be so boring because
Maybe you're not talking to
it's
me.
random shit that comes out your mouth that leads to potentially interesting conversations or just
I want us to both be talking over
humorous
each other.
things. Just
It doesn't flow like normal conversation. Because normally I would speak, then you would speak. We'd both listen and then respond to what each of us is saying. Whereas now
I think you're talking to
we're
me, I don't
talking
know who
over
I'm
each
talking
other.
to. No, I'm repeating myself. I don't want to
So
repeat myself.
recording is going to be a blur of both of our monologues to each other.
Monologues. Yeah, there's 2 monologues. It's not a
I'm
conversation.
afraid to talk because I think you might be able to read what I'm saying. Even though you're going to listen to it anyway, it doesn't matter what I'm saying.
I wonder what my hair looks like.
We need to just keep talking. We're both trying to apply conventional conversation techniques to this very unconventional situation.
It's not that I'm not listening to you, Ollie, I just can't.
Because we both seem to pause and try to understand what someone else has just said, as if there's a barrier between us, kind of almost like a language barrier. Like you're waiting and you're watching what I'm saying, but you don't know what I'm saying, so you're trying to decipher it and then figure out a response, even though there won't be a coherent one because you don't know what I'm saying. I'll let you talk now. You're not talking. You're not talking. Keep talking.
Do you feel weird?
Keep talking.
What? You're hungry?
Talk to me.
Weird.
Keep talking. It doesn't matter what I'm saying.
Why doesn't it matter?
I heard you say that then.
Decision to say something, so it does
I heard you
matter.
ask me why does it matter. It doesn't matter. It's frustrating, but we'll hear it. We'll hear it back together again when we look at the video.
The content's not important. I think the content is important.
I can't hear you anymore.
Is the yeah, no, it is.
I haven't been able to hear you the whole time.
It's not just like the whole setup of putting 2 people like not hearing and trying to speak. It's like
I wonder what effect this music will have on
that
both
hasn't
of
been
us.
achieved. These are 2 separate things. I mean, kind of, but they're not. It's just when it goes quiet, there's something to feed off to try and do something again.
Well, I'm trying to translate what you're saying.
You can hear it later. Just play it back in there.
But it seems like a waste of time trying to understand what each of us is saying. We just need to respond to each other. We're both waiting to try and make some coherent sense out of what each of us has said.
Oh, my lips are really dry.
There's moments where we're both talking to each other, but over each other, to ourselves maybe.
Why the fuck would I say that? Who says that? Because someone else is going to watch this and I'm just going on about how.
When you laugh, I don't know
Why
if
the
you're
fuck do you say
laughing
shit like
at
that?
me.
Like, and now I'm
Or laughing
swearing
at
a
yourself.
lot. Oh, so I actually said things that I was actually just thinking, just in my brain, instead of censoring them. So does that mean people don't censor themselves before they
Been
put
sat here
themselves on
for nearly
Facebook?
20 minutes.
Just babble shit. I think you swear too much. Fuck it.
I don't know why you're laughing. I think you're laughing at yourself. Maybe laughing at the situation.
I feel like
I don't know.
fidgeting.
It's interesting seeing you
You're wondering what I'm laughing at.
in your work. You have 2 subjects in the work.
It's so weird.
3
So
videos.
you know what's on the posture? So you're always leaning back.
Wow.
I'm going to chair
2
behind you,
videos,
leaning back
1 documentation.
And if I sit properly, then I'm in
I
contact
don't
with
know, I don't know where the work,
It's going up to the chair.
where the work is, where's the work happening. I've been told to consider what I want to share with the viewer. This seems like a direct representation of that. Emma, you're the viewer, you're viewing my face, and we're going to view the work, the documentation together. And you're waiting for me to say something that you understand, but you need to keep talking just like I'm talking.
I'm sorry I was late this morning.
And you're waiting for me to say something that you understand. forgotten what I was telling you. Where is the work? Is it sitting here now, looking at you? Is the documentation the work? Or is it the videos that we have which are part of the work at the same time? I'm not sure. Maybe we can figure out together. Maybe we'll disagree about it. That's interesting.
Something's interesting. Did you say something's
I'm
interesting?
not sure. Yeah, no, I think the work is me sitting here now, trying to talk to you whilst listening to music. I can't hear you. Can only really understand what I'm trying to say.
I think you're speaking about the work.
Don't know whether we're both frowning at each other.
Speaking about the work.
I think we're pissing each other off.
Maybe the content.
It's strange, we seem to be quite reserved, like we're not too sure what to say. It's not pre-planned content, we're just responding to the situation we've set up.
If both of us are talking about the content of what, like,
I'm tempted to try and turn around to catch a glimpse of my own face and the projection behind me.
And we
Instead I
discuss
can
this
just see the
important.
back of my head
Because it
behind
doesn't,
Emma.
questions that we raise will probably be raised after anyway. It's not about what we say, it's about the process of doing it, so like the physical setup and what we're doing, not what we're saying, but the position we're
But I won't
in.
be able to catch it.
Then that's right.
Don't know.
But at the same time,
I don't know what to talk about.
if you say something that has connotations to something else, then whether we feel it's important that we've said it or not,
I don't know how to
and we're
present
saying
this
things
word.
for the sake of saying them, someone else is going to read them as
We
having
could
some other
repeat the
significance.
situation with people watching us,
Which
so
makes it
actually
important,
wonder how
it
that
makes it
would
different work.
change the experience instead of the documentation video, which is only capturing 3/4 of this situation.
I'm sure
It's
all of these
missing the other
questions will
projection.
raise.
I think it would be good for us to have other people present in the room actually, because they are witnessing both the conversation as it's happening. And it's not purely through the video, which it will be for us this time. We could try
I think we should do it again.
having people witness our layered conversation and see whether there is any coherence in it. I don't know whether that's really what we want. Do you want to be coherent? It could be a complete mess. I'm really aware that you're not talking, so I know that what I'm saying is more important because it's not going to be covered by your voice as well. I'm trying to speak at a normal level just in case I'm speaking too loud or too quiet. I'm aware that you're not talking as well. Maybe I should wait for you to talk instead. But now you're talking. We're both waiting for each other to speak.
I'm sure I have a flashing light on the front so I can see.
I'm waiting for you to speak, and now I can speak because it's less
Responsibility
responsibility about what I say because you might be talking
I don't
over
think
me.
commercial cameras are designed to be creepy and stalky.
I think we're both just
Good.
expressing our concerns that maybe we necessarily wouldn't say to each other. No.
My music stopped. No, it's back.
I can't see you.
What?
It doesn't matter. I don't know whether you want to stop.
Oh, my music got a lot louder then.
I think we should both keep talking to each other.
That bit's really just got really loud for you.
I think it would work best when we're both talking at the same time. The conversation overlaps each other. I feel quite comfortable in this situation. Much less pressure and responsibility than facing the camera by myself and being able to directly hear exactly what I sound like and knowing exactly what the recording will be like, whereas here there's so much left to possibility.